There is no condemnation now for those who walk in grace. No shadow of the past remains, no guilt we had to face. You called my wandering heart by name. You broke, could endure the weight I carried all my life. I do not bear no more. Your mercy flows like quiet rain upon the restless soul. Where fear once built its fragile throne, your kindness makes me whole. And in the stillness of this night, I hear your promise clear. The law of life has set me free. Your spirit draws me near. No condemnation now for me, no voice of shame remains. Your love has washed the deepest scars. Your grace removes the chains. I breathe the freedom of your truth like morning breathing light. Your mercy rising in my chest, your peace within my sight. No condemnation now I sing, no darkness left to claim. For every step that once was lost, you gathered in your name. Your spirit whispers soft and slow across my trembling heart, reminding me again tonight we never stand apart. The old accuser fades away, his echo growing thin. For every word he tries to speak, your grace is louder still. No condemnation now I know, no debt I have to pay. The cross has written over me a new and living way. So let this quiet rhythm flow like mercy in the air, a gentle song of freedom now, your presence everywhere. No condemnation now for me, your spirit leads me home. Through silent nights and patient days, I never walk alone. Your love surrounds the weary soul like ocean around shore, a calm that moves without a sound, yet stronger than before. And in the hush of midnight hours, your promise softly stays. The law of life within my heart awakens songs of praise. No condemnation now I rest, no fear remains inside. Your grace has built a quiet place where wounded hearts can hide. And slowly as the night grows deep, your peace becomes my song, a rhythm soft and steady now, where I have always belonged. No condemnation now for me, no voice of guilt or blame, only the gentle breath of grace still whispering my name. And in that whisper I remain secure and standing still. walks beside my soul and lights the narrow way. So let this peaceful moment last, let every burden cease. For in the freedom of your love, my restless heart finds peace. No condemnation now for me. Forever I am free. Your spirit sings within my chest. Your grace my melody.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not lean on your own understanding. The road may bend through silent hills, but His wisdom keeps you standing. When every thought becomes a storm and every plan feels weak, His quiet voice begins to rise in every place we seek. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Let every worry fall, for human sight is narrow still, but He can see it all. The path may wind through desert dust, through valleys long and wide, yet every step we cannot see, His mercy walks beside. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lay your burdens down. For every throne of human pride will one day lose its crown. But humble hearts that wait on Him will never walk alone, for wisdom grows where faith is still, and truth becomes a home. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and let His guidance lead, for restless hands that grasp control will only plant more need. But those who pause and seek His will find the road made clear. For every word the Lord has spoken, forever His righteousness will make through simple days and silent hours. His guidance softly flows, and every soul that waits for Him, the peace of heaven knows. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not chase your pride, for wisdom waits in quiet faith, where humble hearts abide. The mind may race with endless schemes, the cross, the restless mind, and every heart that walks with Him will deeper mercy find. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Let every doubt grow still, for those who wait upon His word will learn His perfect will. Through patient steps and quiet trust, His light will mark the way, and every road surrendered fully will lead to brighter days. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and rest within His care, for every soul that seeks His face will always find Him there. In all your ways acknowledge Him, in every quiet choice. When roads divide before your feet, learn to hear His voice. The world may rush with hurried plans and promise faster light, but wisdom waits where hearts grow still and seek the Lord at night. In all your ways acknowledge Him when certainty is gone, for human strength will fade away, but truth is standing strong. The path of pride is wide and loud, its lights are bright and clear, but those who walk the humble road will find the shepherd near. In all your ways acknowledge Him through moments calm and slow, for every step surrendered well is one the Lord will know. When anxious thoughts begin to rise and restless questions grow, His wisdom moves like gentle rain upon the soul below. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and let your striving cease, for hearts that lean upon His word will slowly learn His strength of patient trust outlives the loudest fear. And every soul that waits on God will feel His presence near. In all your ways acknowledge Him when shadows fill the land. For wisdom grows in quiet faith that rests within His hand. The mind may wander far from hope, the road may disappear, yet still the voice of truth remains, the shepherd drawing near. In all your ways acknowledge Him through ordinary days. For even steps that seem so small still walk within His ways. No moment lived in faithful trust is wasted or unseen. For heaven watches quietly where humble hearts have been. In all your ways acknowledge Him, let restless striving fall. The wisdom of the patient soul is hearing heaven call. And slowly through the passing hours the hidden path appears. For those who trust the Lord alone will walk beyond their fears. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and peace will guard your mind. For wisdom walks with steady steps and leaves no soul behind. The noise of doubt will fade away, the storm will lose its sound. For every heart that waits on God will stand on sacred ground. In all your ways acknowledge Him, let every burden rest. For those who trust His guiding hand will always walk the best. And when the night grows calm and deep, His quiet light will shine. For wisdom walks with gentle grace along the faithful line. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and let your heart grow still. For every road that seeks His truth will find His perfect will. The path of the righteous shines like dawn, growing brighter day by day. Though night may linger for a time, the light will find its way. Through quiet roads and patient steps, the faithful learn to see that wisdom walks beside the soul with calm serenity. The path of the righteous shines like dawn, soft light across the land. It rises slow but steady still, directed by His hand. When doubts begin to chase a brighter spark that fades before the night. But those who trust the living God will walk within His light. The path of the righteous shines like dawn, a quiet growing flame. It does not rush with restless pride or seek the praise of name. It walks with humble, steady steps through valleys deep and wide. For wisdom keeps the faithful soul and walks close by its side. Shines like dawn, and slowly fear will fade. For every heart that seeks the Lord will never walk afraid. The gentle strength of patient faith will outlast passing years. For truth remains where trust in God outlives our fleeting fears. The path of the righteous shines like dawn, and peace begins to rise. Where restless hearts once searched the world, now heaven fills their eyes. The quiet joy of faithful trust will guide the weary soul. For every step surrendered well, the Lord will make it whole. The path of the righteous shines like dawn, still brighter with each day. The wisdom of the patient heart will never fade away. For every soul that walks with God will find the steady flame, a light that grows through darkest night and calls us by His name. The path of the righteous shines like dawn, a calm and steady glow. Through silent nights and gentle days, His faithful children know. The noise of fear will fade away, the storms will lose their might. For those who trust the Lord alone will walk within His light. The path of the righteous shines like dawn, until the day is bright. For every heart that walks with Him will live within His light. A gentle answer turns away wrath, soft words calm the flame. Where anger seeks a rising storm, peace speaks a quieter name. In hurried days and restless minds, where sharp replies appear, the wisdom of a patient heart brings understanding near. A gentle answer turns away wrath, like rain upon the dust. It cools the heat of a wounded pride and builds a bridge of trust. For harsh words fall like heavy stones and leave their silent mark, but kindness lights a humble path through valleys cold and dark. A gentle answer turns away wrath, and peace begins to grow where mercy guides the listening heart, and patient spirits flow. The wisdom of the quiet soul is stronger than the shout, for truth is often heard the most when anger fades away in doubt. The gentle answer that turns away. A gentle answer turns away wrath when pride begins to rise. The calm that lives in humble hearts is wisdom in disguise. The world may praise the louder voice that conquers with its sound, but heaven lifts the quiet word where grace and truth are found. A gentle answer turns away wrath and heals the wounded air, for every word spoken in grace shows heaven's wisdom there. Through simple days and silent hours, the patient heart will see that peace is not in winning wars, but quiet harmony. A gentle answer turns away wrath and stills the storm inside. The soul that walks with gentle truth has nothing left to hide, for wisdom moves with steady grace and waits before it speaks. And every heart that learns this path finds strength the world still sees. A gentle answer turns away wrath and brings the light of peace where restless minds once chased control. The striving slowly cease, for words once spoken cannot fade. They echo far and wide, but gentle speech builds steady ground where faithful hearts abide. A gentle answer turns away wrath. A quiet truth remains, that kindness holds a deeper strength than pride that loudly reigns. So let the wisdom of the Lord guide every word we say, for gentle hearts that walk in grace will light a better way. Who learn the patient way will make true peace to bloom, and in the stillness of the soul where heaven's wisdom starts, the Lord will shape our quiet words and soften restless hearts.
great plan before his hands. For human strength can build a road, but only wisdom understands. Through quiet mornings filled with light, and evenings soft and slow, the heart that trusts the Lord above will watch his guidance grow. Commit your work to the Lord, let a restless striving fall. For those who walk in patient faith will hear his gentle call. The world may chase 1,000 paths with hurried steps and pride, but wisdom walks a quieter road where faithful hearts abide. Commit your work to the Lord and let your worries rest. For every soul that seeks his will always find the best. The noise of doubt may fill the mind like wind across the sea, yet peace is found in trusting God where truth has set us free. Commit your work to the Lord and let his wisdom lead. For plans that grow in humble faith will flourish like a seed. Through silent days and patient nights, the faithful soul will see that every step surrendered well becomes serenity. Commit your work to the Lord, let every burden cease. The hands that trust the Father's will slowly gather peace. No anxious heart can shape the road, the future's still unknown, but God will guide the waiting soul that seeks his will alone. Commit your work to the shapes the quiet path in unseen gentle ways. The hurried world may rush ahead, yet truth remains the same. The soul that trusts the living God will never walk in shame. Commit your work to the Lord through seasons bright and dim. For every road that seeks his truth will lead the heart to him. The faithful step, the patient prayer, the quiet hope inside are treasures heaven always sees where humble souls abide. Commit your work to the Lord and peace will guard your mind. For those who trust the Father's hand, a clearer path will find. Through steady days and silent hours where wisdom softly grows, the soul that walks in faithful trust the peace of heaven knows. Commit your work to the Lord
A cheerful heart is gentle strength, a quiet light within. It lifts the soul through silent days and softens hidden pain. When weary thoughts begin to rise and burdens fill the air, the peace that grows in grateful hearts reminds us God is there. A cheerful heart is healing light, a calm and steady flame. It warms the soul through restless nights and quiets fear and shame. The world may rush through anxious days with hurried breath and sound, but joy is found where faithful hearts in quiet trust are found. A cheerful heart is healing strength that softly mends the soul. It does not shout or seek the stage, yet gently makes us whole. For joy is not a fleeting spark that fades with passing days. It grows in hearts that trust the Lord and walk in humble ways. A cheerful heart is healing grace, like sunlight after rain. It reaches deep in silent rooms and lifts the weight of pain. When worry clouds the quiet mind and shadows start to grow, the peace that comes from trusting God will calm the soul below. A cheerful heart is healing breath, a steady gift of peace. Where restless thoughts once filled the mind, the anxious striving cease. For gratitude will light the path where darker thoughts once stood, and hearts that rest in quiet faith will slowly rise in good. A cheerful heart is healing life, a wisdom strong yet mild. It keeps the soul from bitter roots and makes the spirit childlike. The laughter born of thankful trust is deeper than the noise, for heaven fills the humble heart with everlasting joy. Cheerful heart is healing light through ordinary days. It turns the quiet moments bright in simple, faithful ways. For those who trust the Lord above will never walk alone. The joy that grows in patient faith will lead the spirit home. A cheerful heart is healing peace that softly fills the air, and every soul that walks with God will find His comfort there. Through gentle days and silent nights where faithful prayers begin, the joy that grows in trusting hearts will always live within. with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. For wisdom greater than our sight is quietly commanding. Through silent roads and patient days where unseen mercies move, the soul that walks in humble trust will always find the truth. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, though answers may be slow, for God is shaping gentle paths far deeper than we know. The restless mind may search for signs and question every way, yet peace is found where faithful hearts are willing still to stay. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, let anxious striving fall, for heaven guides the quiet soul that listens to His call. The world may build its careful plans and chase what seems secure, but wisdom grows in patient faith where humble hearts endure. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. In every path you take, for those who walk in quiet faith, will never walk forsaken. The steps may seem uncertain now, the road may twist and bend, yet God will guide the faithful soul until the journey's end. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and peace will slowly rise where restless thoughts once filled the mind. Now heaven clears the skies, the gentle strength of patient faith will guard the seeking soul. For those who place their trust in God will always be made whole. Trust in the Lord with all your heart through quiet nights and days, for wisdom walks beside the soul in unseen faithful ways. The calm that comes from trusting Him outlives the storms we fear, and every heart that walks with God will feel His presence near. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. And let your spirit rest, for those who trust the Father's hand will always walk the best. Through silent hours and gentle light where faithful prayers begin, the Lord will guide the humble heart and bring His peace within. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and He will make paths straight. The soul that rests within His care will never walk too late. And in the calm of quiet trust, where restless thoughts depart, When you lie down, you will not be afraid, and gentle peace will fill the night. The quiet trust that walks with God will rest beneath His light, through silent rooms and fading sounds where busy thoughts grow still. The soul that leans on heaven's grace will find the Father's will. When you lie down, you will not fear, for God is watching near. His steady hand will guard your heart and calm each hidden fear. The world may carry endless noise and restless hurried days, yet peace is found where faithful hearts walk softly in His ways. When you lie down, you will find rest, a calm no storm can break. Trust the Lord above will never walk away. The burdens carried through the day will slowly fade away, where quiet faith remembers God at closing of the day. When you lie down, you will know peace, and gentle sleep will grow. The heart that trusts the Lord alone will feel His mercy flow through patient nights and quiet air, where whispered prayers arise. The faithful soul will always see the calm beyond the skies. When you lie down, you will not fear, though shadows cross the land. For heaven guards the faithful heart within the Father's hand. The restless mind may search for peace through countless passing things, yet calm is found where humble faith to quiet trust still clings. When you lie, you will find rest, and sleep will softly come. Every soul that walks with God will always find a home. The night may fall with silent grace, the stars may slowly shine, yet deeper still the peace of God will guard this heart of mine. When you lie down, you will not fear, for mercy mercy walks with you. The faithful God who shapes the day still guards the nighttime too. Through gentle calm and quiet breath, where weary thoughts depart, the peace that comes from trusting God will settle in the heart. When you lie down, you will find rest, a gift both deep and true. For those who trust the Lord above will wake with mercies new, and in the calm of silent faith where patient prayers begin, the Lord will guard the faithful soul and place His peace within. Guard your heart with gentle care, for life flows quietly there. Beneath the noise of passing days, the soul must learn to pray. For what the heart begins to hold will shape the steps you take. The quiet thoughts that grow within, the roads your life will make. Guard your heart with watchful peace. Let restless striving cease. For wisdom walks a humble path, where faith and calm increase. The hurried world may chase its gain with voices loud and proud, yet truth is heard in softer tones beyond the rushing crowd. Guard your heart through silent hours, where deeper wisdom grows. The patient soul that seeks the Lord will learn what heaven knows. For bitterness may plant its roots where anxious thoughts remain. Yet faith will plant a stronger seed that heals the hidden pain. Guard your heart with steady trust. Let quiet hope remain. For God will shape the faithful soul through sunshine and through rain. The gentle strength of patient grace will guide the seeking mind. And those who walk in humble faith a clearer road will find. Guard your heart with faithful prayer through every passing day. For wisdom grows in silent trust that walks the narrow way. The world may offer endless roads and promises of gold, yet peace belongs to those who seek the truths the Lord has told. Guard your heart with calm and light, and let the Spirit lead. For every soul that trusts the Lord will find the path they need. Through quiet steps and patient faith, where humble prayers begin, the Lord will plant His living peace deep in the heart within. Guard your heart with gentle strength, and let God's wisdom stay. For those who trust His guiding hand will never lose their way. And in the calm of faithful trust, where restless fears depart, the living God will shape the life of every guarded heart. Blessed is the one who finds wisdom, the one who learns understanding. For truth is richer than silver and deeper than gold demanding. The treasures people search to hold will fade with passing years, but wisdom grows within the soul and quiets restless fears. Blessed is the one who seeks wisdom, who listens more than speaks, who walks the road of patient faith, the humble pathway seeks. For knowledge built on passing things will crumble in the storm, but wisdom built on reverence will keep the spirit warm. Blessed is the one who finds wisdom, for she is gentle and strong. Her ways are calm and peaceful paths where faithful hearts belong. She does not rush through anxious days nor chase the loudest voice, but guides the soul through steady truth and leads the heart to choice. Blessed is the one who finds wisdom, more precious far than gold. For riches gathered without truth will leave the spirit cold, but wisdom plants a living root that grows in faithful ground, and every heart that seeks the Lord will hear its steady sound. Blessed is the one who walks with the wisdom, who listens through the night. For quiet truth is often heard where faith replaces sight. The hurried world may promise gain through restless, endless race, yet wisdom grows where humble hearts are patient in God's grace. Blessed is the one who finds wisdom, for life flows through her ways, and those who walk beside her path will find their quiet days. Her gentle hand will guide the soul through seasons yet unknown, and every heart that seeks the Lord will never walk alone. Blessed is the one who loves wisdom, for she will guard the mind through silent hours and thoughtful steps where deeper truths we find. Her voice is calm and steady light that shines when roads grow dim, and every soul that follows truth will draw their strength from Him. Blessed is the one who finds wisdom, for peace will fill their days. The quiet strength of faithful hearts will walk in humble ways, for long life rests within her hand, every heart that walks with God will always make that choice. Blessed is the one who finds wisdom, for joy will slowly grow, like gentle rain on waiting earth, where faithful gardens flow. The soul that trusts the Lord above will learn the wiser art of walking softly through this life with understanding heart. Blessed is the one who finds wisdom, for she is life and light, a tree of life to those who hold her patient truth so tight. And every soul that seeks the Lord with humble heart and prayer will find the living wisdom of God forever waiting there. Commit your work unto the Lord, and let your heart be still. For every step you place in faith is guided by His will. The plans we build with careful hands may tremble in the wind, but those entrusted to the Lord find deeper strength within. Commit your work unto the Lord through quiet, faithful days, and wisdom grows where humble hearts walk slowly in His ways. The restless world may chase success through hurried, restless pace, yet peace is found where steady souls depend upon His grace. Commit your work unto the Lord, let anxious striving cease, for those who trust the Father's hand will labor deep in peace. Through silent rooms and thoughtful hours, where patient effort grows. The Lord will shape the faithful path far more than wisdom knows. Commit your work unto the Lord in every task you start. For God is shaping quiet strength within the working heart. The small beginnings of the day, the efforts none may see, are seeds the Lord will gently grow into eternity. Commit your work unto the Lord and trust His perfect plan, for wisdom grows in patient hands, and faith in humble man. The world may praise the sudden rise, the triumph loud and bright, yet heaven blesses faithful hearts who labor in His light. Commit your work unto the Lord through every passing hour, for quiet strength and steady hope will grow with hidden power. The soul that walks with patient faith will never work alone, for God walks softly by the side of hearts that are His own. Commit your work unto the Lord and let your spirit rest, for those who trust His guiding hand will always do their best. The path may twist through unseen turns, the road may rise or fall, yet every step in faithful trust is known before the call. Commit your work unto the Lord, and peace will fill the day, for wisdom walks beside the soul that chooses His way. Commit unto the Lord.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not lean on your own understanding, for the road ahead is often hidden, but His wisdom is never failing. In every step acknowledge Him, in every quiet prayer, and He will gently guide your path with faithful, patient care. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. When the day feels long and dim, for even when the road grows silent, every step is known to Him. The world may offer endless answers, voices loud and proud, but truth is found in humble trust beyond the restless crowd. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Let anxious striving cease, for wisdom grows where souls surrender, and restless thoughts find peace. Through quiet mornings soft with light, through evenings calm and still, the faithful heart that waits on God will learn to trust His will. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Though every path seems unclear, for God is near to guide the soul that walks in reverent fear. Not fear that trembles in the dark, but all that lifts the eyes to see the quiet hand of grace beyond the changing skies. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. When plans begin to fade, for stronger roads are often built through paths we never made. The patient soul that walks by faith will never walk alone, for God is gently shaping steps toward places yet unknown. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and let His wisdom lead. For human strength may rise and fall, but God provides the need. The quiet strength of faithful hope will guide the seeking soul, and those who walk in humble trust will find their spirits whole. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and let His wisdom lead. For human strength may rise and fall, but God provides the need. The quiet strength of faithful hope will guide the seeking soul, and those who walk in humble trust will find their spirits whole. Trust in the Lord with all Peace belongs to those who walk the gentle narrow way, through patient faith and steady grace. Where quiet prayers begin, the Lord will plant His living peace deep in the heart within. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not turn aside, for God will lead the humble soul with wisdom as their guide. And when the journey reaches night, where earthly roads made and the faith